Hello guys, it's Wizardly Sundew here. We're going to be talking a bit about Black Desert today. I've already done a video about Black Desert, but I decided to do another one because people seem to be getting a bit out of it. Yeah, so I'll try and mix it up, guys, and tell you a different info. But a lot of you guys that are watching this are probably not new guys to listen to about Black Desert, all that cool stuff. I'm cool to tell you all the info and all that stuff. So pretty much Black Desert is an upcoming sandbox, massively online role-playing experience. So MMORPG, and this is going to be made in Korea. Black Desert has already entered closed beta testing, and it's been doing that since 2013. Now it's 2014, and hopefully the game is going to be released in 2015. So the features in Black Desert include a parkour system similar to that seen in Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed, games like that, where you can jump around, do flips and all that type of cool stuff, jumping off buildings and obstacles. You'll be able to do that all in Black Desert, all that cool parkour stuff. So all you Assassin's Creed and Prince of Persia fans, I'm sure you'll like this game. And yeah, it'll be a version of that, but with multiplayer. So yeah, so the game will have a dynamic world system, which will mean large-scale events like typhoons, tornadoes, cool things like that, whatever you want to call it in your area. Typhoon doesn't matter. So there'll be localized weather, which will include events such as temporary fog, and there'll be seasonal weather changes, or traveling to areas with different climates will require a player to adjust their equipment, for example using warmer clothing, so in cold weather. So that will impact on the player statistics. So if your player is cold, they won't play or do as well in abilities and all that type of cool stuff. So in a dynamic day and night system will mean that your player will have there'll be different lighting effects at different times of night. Everyone knows that. But pretty much during the night, some NPCs will become unavailable and will turn home a different type of monsters that the player may encounter and will increase. So there'll be player housing and all that type of cool stuff. So we'll start talking about the classes now. The classes are Ranger, which is a bow and arrow type of class. There'll be Warrior, which is a player that has a sword and a shield. Sorcerer is pretty much, you all know what a sorcerer is, pretty much a magician. A Giant, which is pretty much the tank, and it's got massive strength and speed, and you can transform into a wolf supposedly. A Tamer uses a sword to vanquish their enemies while using their faithful pets' turns into malicious allies in battle. And the Wizards, there'll be magic casters that focus on enemies at once. That would probably be my class when I play this game, because I'm Wizardly Sundew. Okay, so Valkyrie, there are fighters that hold a sword and a shield, and bladers will be dual wielders that would like. And yeah, so the look in the characters and the graphics in this game look really nice. They've really made a nice look to these characters, and they've really picked the really nice graphics of this game. The engine is great, and if you haven't seen my other video, you got to check it out, because then you can see seeing how Black Desert, how the character comparison, whatever I did with ESO and that, and you can see the graphics compared to them when creating a character. And the creating character part looks really great in this game. It's different to other games, and you'll be able to change the muscles tone, skin tone, you can hairstyle really dramatically, like in every detail. I even saw like some of the eyes, like they zoomed in on some of the eyes, and they could change like the little eye shades on the eyebrows and all that really good detail, all included in this game. So yeah, it's just gonna work really well. And yeah, this the Black Desert's engine, it'd be really like CryEngine and the Unreal Engine, which is quite, if you haven't played Far Cry 3, oh no, not Far Cry, Crisis 3, and you've played it and you've used that engine, you all know that's one of the most graphics intensive games ever, and so it's going to turn really well. In the game, there'll be NPCs doing all these types of cool stuff, like they'll be doing their own thing, playing music. They'll have their own little music holes, all that really cool stuff. The bosses in this game will look really great. They're just mountain bosses, all different environment bosses. There'll be flying bosses. They'll be just doing everything they want. There'll be all these different bosses. They all have their strengths and weaknesses, obviously, like every MMORPG. Kind of reminds you of Attack on Titan, how all these giants, there's actually that many of them. It kind of scares me. Like, there's that many of them in this game. There's really more than them than humans in this game, but no. This game really works really well in this. This will be one of the best games on PC and one of the biggest MMOs ever to be released when it comes out. So yeah, this has been a pretty good game, and yeah. So the PvP in this game will include elephants, different mounted units, and all that type of cool stuff. You'll get your friends will all be together. You could be playing AI versus AI, and you just a player and another player on the other team. It's like you're like the heroes. But I'm guessing you could also do PvP against PvP. So far, the PvP is obviously not the best because they've only gone through their second beta. I'm pretty sure their second closed open beta type of thing. I'm not even sure what it is. But yeah, the combat looks not the best, but in PvP, that's because obviously they've still got to work out what it's gonna be like. It's gonna be a bit messy to start with. Everyone knows combat's pretty messy in PvP to start with. Yeah, but this has been Wizardly Sundew. Hope you enjoy my little Black Desert info type of thing. I have been trying to actually record this for a fair while. My voice is slowly dropping. So thanks guys.